Hey guys, welcome to our brand new chess series where we will be discussing various viral moments that is happening in the important chess events. In our each of our episode, we will be discussing these games, what has happened in the game, and what has caused the viral moment, and also what we can learn from this game. In today's episode, we are going to see one of the famous moment, and I don't want you guys to miss it. Hey Rahil,
Hi, sir.
did you watch the famous Carlsen Gukesh game where Carlsen banged the table?
So I did not watch the game, but I definitely watched Magnus's reaction. It's all over the internet. Not only did I watch the reaction, but also a lot of memes that were recreated about the same incident. But that also made me wonder a lot as to why did Magnus give such a animated reaction because he's not known for it.
That's really true. Why would Carlsen lose his cool, right? But if you see the game, you would understand the exact reaction behind the banging of the table. Maybe I will show you a position like it happened in the game, and you can get to understand it better.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so now you see it's the move number 52. Here, till here, I think Carlsen was in phenomenal form. He was playing all the best moves. He was putting a lot of pressure on Gukesh. In fact, if he had continued with the move like Rook E8 here, he had a clear advantage. But instead of this move, he went for the Knight E2 check.
So is this not a clean piece sacrifice?
Well, it's a piece sacrifice, but it turned out to be a blender. So knight e2 check, and Gukesh is actually forced here to accept the sacrifice. He played rook takes e2, king takes e2, and Gukesh captured knight f8. So now Carlsen's point is like he's going to run with the d pawn. He played the move d4 here.
So, but isn't H5 just completely winning for white? How did Carlsen miss this?
Oh, that's a very good question you asked. So h5 is a natural move that comes to our mind. And in fact, Carlsen has clearly analyzed this move. The point is, in the pawn race, Carlsen is really able to win back the queen. It goes like g takes h5, g takes h5, d3, h6, d2, h7, d1 queens, h8 queens. But now Carlsen has this beautiful idea, queen g1 check, which puts the g3 king in a difficult situation. He can't come to the right side of the board, so he has to go to the h file. So once he plays the move queen king h4, Carlsen can simply give a check. And do you know what is this tactical idea?
So, is this the skewer attack?
Exactly. And once you move the king, you just get the queen. And this is the idea that Carlsen had in his mind when he went for the sacrifice.
So, then if H5 is not working, then the D pawn is just going to run down the board, right? Then black is completely winning.
Well, not exactly. So Gukesh found a beautiful resource here. So here Gukesh played knight e6. And the point is, if Carlsen is going to make a queen, let's say he even played d3, Gukesh plays knight c5. The point here is if Carlsen continues with the move like d2, Gukesh can calmly play his knight on the center, knight e4. And after d1 queens, you have a nice fork, which is with knight c3 check. King e1, knight d1, king d1. And now a very important move, king f3, stopping the e5 pawn, as well as you can promote your own queen. And this is where Carlsen was in deep trouble.
Yes.
But Carlsen showed so much resilience over here. He played the move king e3.
So, but is king e3 not covering the e4 square, which makes knight e4 not possible? Does this imply that Gukesh will have to wait even longer to defeat Carlsen?
Well, that's actually the right idea. So he's covering the e4 square. But luckily for Gukesh, he has one more beautiful idea over here, which is starting with the move knight a4.
Sir, how is putting your knight on the edge of the board beautiful? Like, that is just counterintuitive and goes against all the principles of chess, right?
That's true. Putting your knight on the edge of the board is usually wrong. But in this case, it helps you to win a game, especially against a world number one. So the knight a4 idea is to stop the d1 square by going to b2. So for example, if black continues with d2, Gukesh can play knight b2, and the knight and the king are quite far. So it makes Carlsen, take his time, like he has to come to c3, king d4. But meanwhile, Gukesh can continue with his own passer. Like he can play h5, king c3, and you can give a check and go to the other side of the board. So no way black can help himself do anything with the pawns here. But here Carlsen didn't give up. He played e4, and the idea is to promote the e pawn.
Hmm.
Gukesh continued with h5, gh5, gh5, and Carlsen played king d2, showing that he's going to queen the e pawn with a check.
So how do you stop the pawn? I don't see any useful way from white. And can we just push our own pawn instead of trying to stop that pawn?
Well, if you try to push your own pawn like h6, it's not going to help because black is in time, especially giving a check on his promotion. e2, h8 queens, and e1 queens check comes with, a check.
Okay. So then in that case, how do you stop the pawn?
So Gukesh has a beautiful idea. He played the move knight b2.
Okay. And what does this do?
And the point is, after Carlsen played the move e3, Gukesh played knight c4 check, an intermediate check. So now both the e3 pawn as well as the king is under attack. So Carlsen is forced to play the move king e2, and Gukesh played his final move, which is king f4, with the idea to capture on e3 and also protect the d1 square. With this, Carlsen just banged the table and left the hall.
Oh my god!
So this actually explains a lot as to why Carlsen banged the table. The game was extremely turbulent.
Yes.